A support service for women dealing with the aftermath of sexual attacks is closing its helpline due to a lack of funding. The Oxfordshire Sexual Assault and Rape Crisis Centre is pausing the service whilst it deals with a drop in funding and a rise in demand. Last year it helped nearly 2,000 women in the county, but the charity's budget is £200,000 short. Brendan Nichols has been to meet one woman who the service helped her take her rapist to court.
I was 15. I was at a party and I was asleep in a bed and I was sexually assaulted by the member of the group who was in his 20s at the time. And after that, he continued to sexually abuse me for 4 years.
Nearly 30 years after being attacked, Amanda finally found the strength to ask for help. She contacted a listening service at Oxfordshire Sexual Assault and Rape Crisis Centre. And that started a 4-year journey to seeing the man responsible jailed in December last year. She's waived her right to anonymity.
All over those 4 years I got so much support, and after 12 months I got counselling, which was very much needed, and it was invaluable to me because I know for a fact that it took me 29 years to report what had happened to me, and if there was no one on that phone, the other end of that phone to answer my call, it might have been another 29 years before I even said anything.
Now that helpline that Amanda contacted is facing closure. The telephone, text and email support will be paused at the end of the month for at least a year. OSARCC says it's seen its £800,000 budget drop by a quarter since last year, whilst referrals to them in the same period have risen by 45%. And last year, more than 1,800 people used the charity's services.
It was a very difficult decision, and we had to make it just to make sure that OSARCC survived this really difficult time. We've closed our waiting list for counselling at the moment, and we have over 300 survivors currently waiting for support. For the first time ever, we also have a waiting list for our independent sexual violence advisors, so there's a 6-month waiting list for that support at the moment as well.
The idea that the services that I've had aren't available to other people, it's just really shocking, and it's very concerning, because without OSARCC we wouldn't have him convicted and stopping him from harming other people, and I know that there's so many other people that need the help.
Some survivors of sexual assaults are being signposted to national helplines for now. OSARCC says it hopes it can attract donors to help fill the funding gap, allowing it to restart more local services to the hundreds that turn to it for help each year. Brendan Nichols, BBC South Today.